Hello, everyone. Welcome back to StoryLearn English. Today, let's enjoy a calm and beautiful story about nature, feelings, and simple moments of life. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this story called A Rainy Day, and improve your English listening, reading, and English fluency. So, let's go. A rainy day always feels different from other days. The sky looks softer, the air feels cooler, and the world seems to slow down. On this rainy day, I woke up early in the morning to the sound of rain tapping gently on the roof. At first, the sound was light and soft, like a quiet song. I stayed in bed for a few moments, listening carefully. The rain made me feel calm and peaceful, and I did not want to rush anywhere. When I opened my eyes, the room looked darker than usual. Thick gray clouds covered the sky, and sunlight was hiding behind them. I sat up and looked out of the window. Raindrops were sliding down the glass, forming small lines and shapes. Trees outside were moving slowly as the wind touched them. The street looked clean and shiny because of the rain. Everything felt fresh and new, as if the rain was washing away all the dust and noise of the world. My mother was already awake. I could hear her moving in the kitchen. The smell of hot tea slowly filled the house. I got out of bed, put on a warm sweater, and walked to the window again. The rain had become heavier now. Big drops were falling on the ground, making small splashes. I felt happy without knowing why. Rainy days always make me feel thoughtful and quiet. After washing my face, I went to the kitchen. My mother smiled at me and handed me a cup of tea. The cup was warm in my hands. I took a small sip and felt comfortable. My father was reading the newspaper, and my younger sister was sitting near him, looking outside. No one was in a hurry. The rain had changed the mood of the house. Everything felt slow and peaceful. Normally, mornings are busy. We rush to school, work, and daily tasks. But this rainy day felt special. My school had announced a holiday because of the heavy rain. When I heard this, I felt excited and relaxed at the same time. A free day at home with rain outside felt like a gift. After breakfast, I went back to my room. I sat near the window and watched the rain quietly. The sound of rain hitting the roof and ground was soothing. Sometimes it was loud, and sometimes it became soft again. I saw people walking with umbrellas, trying to stay dry. Some children were jumping in puddles, laughing loudly. Their joy made me smile. As the rain continued, memories started coming into my mind. Rain always reminds me of childhood days. I remembered how I used to run outside in the rain without caring about getting wet. I remembered laughing, slipping on the wet ground, and my mother calling me back inside. Those memories felt warm and comforting. Around noon, the rain did not stop. Instead, it became stronger. The sky looked darker, and the sound of rain became deeper. My mother cooked a simple lunch. We all sat together and ate while listening to the rain. Eating warm food on a rainy day feels different. It feels more comforting and enjoyable. After lunch, I decided to read a book. I sat on my bed with a blanket around me. The rain continued to fall outside, creating the perfect background sound. Every page I read felt more interesting because of the calm atmosphere. Sometimes I stopped reading and looked outside, watching the rain fall endlessly. In the afternoon, the electricity went out because of the heavy rain. The house became quieter. There was no fan, no television, no phone sounds. Only the rain was speaking. At first it felt strange, but slowly I started to enjoy the silence. My sister and I sat together and talked about small things. We shared stories, laughed, and looked outside together. Moments like these are rare, and I felt thankful for them. As evening approached, the rain slowly became lighter. The clouds started to move, and a soft light appeared in the sky. The air smelled fresh and clean. Birds came out again, and I could hear them chirping softly. The world looked peaceful after the long rain. I stepped outside for a moment. The ground was wet and cool under my feet. Small puddles reflected the sky. I took a deep breath and felt relaxed. The rainy day had washed away my stress and filled my heart with calmness. As the evening slowly moved forward, the rain became softer, like it was getting tired after a long day. The sky was still gray, but it no longer felt heavy. I stayed outside for a few minutes, watching the water flow along the sides of the road. Leaves were scattered on the ground, and the trees looked fresh and bright. The rain had given them new life. I felt the cool air on my face and closed my eyes for a moment. It felt peaceful, as if the world was taking a deep breath. When I went back inside, my mother was lighting a small lamp because the electricity had not returned yet. The soft yellow light filled the room and made everything look warm and calm. My father sat near the window, quietly watching the rain. My sister was drawing pictures on paper, using her imagination. I sat beside her and watched her draw clouds, rain, and a small house with light coming from the windows. Her drawing looked simple, but it carried the feeling of the day. We decided to make the evening special. My mother prepared some snacks, and we all sat together on the floor. Outside, the rain continued gently, creating a steady rhythm. Inside, we talked about old memories. My father shared stories from his childhood, about rainy days when he walked long distances to school, about getting wet and still feeling happy. My mother laughed and added her own stories. I listened carefully, enjoying every word. These moments felt precious, like they were slowly becoming memories. Later in the evening, the electricity came back. The lights turned on, but somehow the quiet feeling remained. The rain had slowed down to a soft drizzle. I went back to my room and sat near the window again. The streetlights were on now, and their light reflected on the wet road. Everything looked beautiful in a quiet way. I thought about how a rainy day changes our routine, but also gives us something special in return. It teaches us to slow down, to notice small things, and to enjoy the present moment. As night arrived, the rain finally stopped. The clouds began to move away, and the sky slowly cleared. I opened the window and felt the cool night air. The world looked clean and calm, as if the rain had washed away not only the dust, but also worries and stress. I felt thankful for the day. It was simple, but it was meaningful. Before going to bed, I thought about how rainy days are often seen as sad or boring, but this day showed me something different. A rainy day can be peaceful. It can bring families closer. It can create quiet moments that we rarely get in our busy lives. It can remind us to rest, reflect, and enjoy the beauty of nature. I lay on my bed, listening to the last drops of rain falling from the roof. My eyes slowly closed, and a soft smile appeared on my face. The rainy day had ended, but its calm feeling stayed with me. I knew that whenever life felt too fast or noisy, I would remember this day and feel peaceful again. Thank you for listening to A Rainy Day. If this calm story helped you relax and enjoy learning English, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to StoryLearn English.
More simple and beautiful stories are coming soon. Until next time, keep learning and enjoy every small moment of life.